Yeah, Fuzi from OTP, of course.
Yeah,
Playing for Pikachu.
yeah.
Here in Cycle 7. Interesting. Yeah, I know, again, OTP, I believe Fuzi ended up leaving, of course. Before that, it was,
Mhm.
not Flensmeister, but Storyfooter left before
Mhm.
that. And then, yeah, they kind of just all fell off. I think Zibe also joined another. I forget if Zibe joined. I think Zibe joined TFR, is what I heard, actually. Uh,
He officially joined it.
I know I believe that's what Archie Tiger was saying. I don't know if well I'm not on chat server anymore, but I think he might have joined TFR and he's playing with them in that gold division there. So,
Interesting. Okay.
anyways, um, all right, we got this game three though. Lion versus Team Afraid. Of course, this has definitely been an entertaining series in its own right. Remember, we're coming off that game two where Team Afraid, specifically Yolim there, playing the artillery and playing it well, man. That was a lot of fun to watch. Bans, I did have to clear, so for take the lead on
Oh,
that.
we see the Legion team betting out Ophelia Moon Queen, Hellborn betting out Parasite Wild Soul. So the interesting thing there is both Wild Soul Moon Queen banned between the two teams, and
Hmm.
also the rival locks of Ophelia Parasite banned out.
Yeah,
Some of that aggressive jungle being toned down.
taking care of that.
Hmm.
All right, so into the locks now, though. Interesting locks, definitely. We got Torture, the first lock from Lion, the responsive Hag, and there's the artillery, of course, coming out here from Team Afraid. Then the Shadowblade Tremble coming out from Lion. So maybe a little bit more chance of a Shadowblade game here.
Yeah,
Now this time around.
Super KJE plays both Tremble and Shadowblade, and in a game like this, if they're going for the artillery pick, maybe we'll be seeing it.
Yeah, interesting. This is man, you got Keeper, Tempest, uh, plenty of heroes. I mean, Dracona. You got Engineer. You got all your support options. You got plenty of lock possibilities, and Master of Arms is going to be locked up there. But yeah, definitely going a little bit unique here as the Master of Arms is to finish things off. Now, of course, we got that first pick coming out here for Lion Esports Club, or excuse me, the band coming out for Lion Esports Club.
Right.
We'll see how that picks up now.
Yeah, I'm sort of excited to maybe see the Shadowblade. It could come out. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
I only because artillery might be drafted. Still, I would bank on them picking Trumbull before that, or even just going for the Wretched Hag priority. Um, Still, there's an option for it.
Yeah, love to see it. Love to see it again. It was definitely well played by Super KG the first time. We got to see that one time. So, banning phase back and forth. Tempest and Luna so far here between the two. Moving on. Again, yeah, that was we'll definitely keep a close eye on that TT Esports series as well as the everything else is shaping up. Of course, after this, as always here on HoN Tour, the weekends it's a doubleheader coverage. So we'll be taking a break in between this series and the next one, but we'll be returning with a round of 8 matchup, and as always too, and plenty of great possible matchups there that we're really looking forward to.
Yep. Uh, Turns out there might be a little bit of a bug where it still says we're in the TTS Pika game. All the Lion guys are messaging me like it says you're in that game. We're
Oh,
playing.
really?
We're playing.
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty funny there.
Yeah.
Okay, now what stands out in this pool? Let's see.
Hmm.
Deadwood is
There, he's available.
he's available in there. Mass Farms is not. Fade Pebbles banned out. We are not seeing as much of the Silhouette or Dracona success lately, so wouldn't expect that. Bubble is also available, but yeah, I'm looking a lot at the Deadwood. They did not have success last game though.
Yeah.
Engineer isn't either. It's definitely an option for them.
Mm-hmm. Haven't used any extra time yet, but using all their regular time here, and then maybe gonna dip into that extra time. So this isn't one of your snap pick first picks by any means. Actually, think
No,
about this one here.
Thunderbringer.
God.
I just give it
I
time,
mean,
man. He'll be played. He'll be played.
well,
Just give
yeah,
it
I was
time.
gonna say, as a minute point last game with the artillery buffs that happened, a few buffs that have been happening throughout this HoN Tour cycle or season even, and it clearly had an impact for him. I mean, I saw the Thunderbringer one, and could have talked around a little bit. I don't think it was a case of we're gonna start seeing him now played every game by any means, but I I thought there might have been a possibility we could see
Yeah.
him played. So
Well, no revival of the Thunderbringer yet. I'm excited to see if
yeah,
anyone steps up and is able to pull it off. They're really spending a lot of time on this first pick and not wanting the Deadwood, just going for the Glacius. I mean, the Luna's banned out,
hmm.
I guess the most obvious core support. I feel like Andromeda can be pretty strong against the Deadwood, though,
Yeah,
as well. Rally was still available. Maybe they're just sort of waiting to play that game. Like, oh, if we don't get Deadwood, we'll get Rally, or just going neither.
Yeah, I think it's more of that case. It's as you mentioned, the Engineer and the Luna bands. We want to go with the Glacius option. We like the Glacius. Lions has run it now. This will be the third game in a row for them. I believe they ran it the first 2 games by Seal Kid, so clearly a comfort hero for them there. And they're going to do.
Well, they're not going to get either one of them.
Now, what if that happens? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, there's other heroes. There's Magmus. There's Hammerstorm. There's other comfort heroes for them. We've seen them run the Hammerstorm plus the Shadowblade option. Wretched Hag is obviously one of their. I mean, the Hammerstorm Wretched Hag is a go-to for them.
Yeah.
If they were to pick up a Hammerstorm here, it wouldn't be the most shocking thing in the world.
Yeah. Again, ran at both games. What's up?
When they picked Shadowblade before, they had the Wretched Hag carry, they had the Hammerstorm carry, and they had the Shadowblade, sort of like that triple carry scaling into the late game, and they ran the dual lanes. And this is a game where they could technically pull that off. There we go! It's happening.
Shadowblade is coming.
It's happening. I'm 97.3% sure.
Oof.
And if I'm wrong, I will...
What about that 2.7? I don't know.
Just don't let me down, Lions. I'm going all in.
If you're wrong, you'll finally live up to Leon Black.
Okay. I am not... Oh, okay, sure. I'll do the helmet.
And that.
Yeah.
Final pick over here for Afraid.
Okay, well, they still need a caster option. Obviously, they're not going to be getting out of the lock pool. No versatile heroes there. Nymphora is available. Can rock it with the Deadwood, but not the strongest laning if they were to go for that. Honestly, the Glacius pick, a pretty damn good choice, I'd say. There are other heroes available. I'm just taking a look at the other. Okay, Nymphora was the most obvious one.
Yeah. A follow-up to your support options that you have.
Prophet, Voodoo Jester, we haven't seen much of those.
Prophet we saw initially, because he was one of the new heroes that was introduced, and we were thinking like he was actually going to have an impact, but yeah, he just died off very quickly.
Shadowblade. Are they going to do it, or are they going to go for the... They might not. They might go for just a Tort and do a Tort dual lane. I don't want to curse that. I just jinxed it. Oh, God. I just jinxed it. I can't even look. I'm not looking. Tell me what happens.
Wretched Hag is the master of artillery.
Just do it. Pick it. Come on.
Oh, jeez.
Lion, do not do this to me, man.
We're going to wait till the very end, too.
Don't do this to me. Come on. Just pick the Shadowblade. I went all in with it.
Better get the helmet ready.
Here we go.
7
Here
seconds.
we go. They're picking it. Here it is.
Torturer.
3, 2, Shadowblade.
Ah, you win.
Yes!
All right.
I love that hero, man. You know.
There we go. So this is shaping up to be an entertaining game, man.
This is the stuff, yeah. We're gonna
fun.
see another Master of Arms plus Artillery combination. I like it. I like both teams a lot.
I do, yeah.
I feel like Deadwood, if they're able to make the laning work, which they should. I mean, they have dual lane steps for each. They can even do the... Well, are they going to wind up...
Trial laning.
Oh, I wasn't necessarily thinking that, but it still looks like a dual lane versus dual... I mean, they could. Nymphora, I mean, they can still do the Master of Arms Artillery if they want. They can solo... what the hell?
Yeah, it's one of their guys timed out, I think, and it's causing issues, so...
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they can solo the rally more often than not. I mean, he is capable. I'm saying if they want to roam for the rally, they can. More likely we'll see him solo. Otherwise, we can see the Deadwood go in the solo matchup in the dual lane. When we saw the thing that's throwing me off is that we saw the dual lane artillery last game. Mm-hmm. And he is versatile like that. He did excel.
Yeah, it worked out very well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's, leading to maybe see it again. But, yeah, again, I think... Well, I guess it kind of determines what is Lions going to be doing themselves. How exactly are they going to lane? So.
Yeah, very versatile lanes.
Yeah.
Hellborn.
Both sides, yeah.
Really we missed the lanes the last time they ran Shadowblade with Hammerstorm, Wretched Hag, but, we can pretty much just safely assume it's going to be Wretched Hag solo, and then they have was it Glacius? Yeah, Glacius, Hammerstorm, Andro, Shadowblade is probably my guess.
Yes.
So, would make the most sense given that Shadowblade has that range form. We saw him level up the range form in the past. So.
Yeah. We are waiting for Team Afraid here, it looks like, to have again come back. Apparently, they're going to go ahead and text him, so yeah, he timed out. They're not exactly sure, trying to figure out the issue there, but once he does come back, then we'll be good to go and to resume on this game. If it seems like it might take a little bit, again, we could jump back to the other game, actually, if it gets to that point. But
Well, no, it snaps us back in here.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Hey, we could just do it anyways.
I'm always down to take a peek. Let's see how that
Let's
game's.
just do it. Yeah.
Can still look. Well, actually, no, it does not look even in the slightest. I don't even.
Is it even worth it?
I mean,
Is
that.
it one-sided? Is TT
I'll put
Sports looking good?
$300 down on TTS winning this at this point. Yeah, they have two level. The Tree Brothers are level 16 each. 1 to 5 Hammerstorm, but he's probably still sitting at 300 GPM. I mean, you can take a peek if we want.
Yeah, actually, I did join in right here. Right as I join in, they get a kill actually. Yeah, it does seem like TTE Sports has some pretty good momentum building up for them, or that they have built up. And yeah, 28 minutes in, they got 10,000 gold lead, 9,600 experience lead here. Moravis 9-2-2 on that Deadwood. Here goes another Nymph 2P. It's only level 1 still. Deadwood uses his portal key to actually go into it, and okay, they just go a couple of feet apparently. So not the biggest deal in the world. Wanted to get there quicker though.
Yeah, I actually
The Legion
actually
takes down
connected to
a
the wrong
Hellboy
game by accident
tower.
there. Accidentally connected to the VDT complexity game. That looks like a pretty even early game so
Yeah,
far.
how about that one? Yeah, that's true. That's in game 3, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe actually. Do we want it before you get graphics? Do you want to? Hey, yeah, I know. I'm looking at my production team up there. They're like, "Are you kidding me? We just had it set up." How far in is that one? Is it?
Oh, the complexity versus
Yeah.
VDT. Oh,
It's
pretty
just like 5 minutes
damn
in, yeah.
early. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
level 5 heroes rocking around there. I jumped back into this TTS game, but I can go right back on over.
Well, I was gonna say let's actually
let's
let's
look
jump
at
into
it.
the other one.
Yeah, although is Beef covering that? I mean,
Well, I mean, just jumping in though. That's not
yeah,
the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
I typed in B-Kiss. Well, let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Let's see how this complexity series is going. So, making life difficult on our producers. Love that.
Well, last I tuned in, VDT had just gotten a gank in middle lane. Ophelia came over with the Skeleton King, Master of Arms
wow.
rotation. Master of Arms? No, Hammerstorm rotation, and down he went.
Look at that, 3-1 VDT lead, and 5.5 minutes in here. You look at the lineups. I mean, hell, wow, they got Ophelia Tempest over there. That's overall very strong lineup on, of course, both sides even. But VDT definitely got a strong lineup, man.
They do, they do. We see the
Hammerstorm Torch.
tried and true combo though of the Master of Arms Keeper and the Tree Brothers.
Yeah. That's
The Ant Brothers, I should say.
Yep, the Deadwood and the Keeper there, just like the last the TT Sports series I've seen. So, here we are, Complexity. This is Game 3, Complexity versus VDT. I forget exactly what it stands for. Oh, middle lane, anyways, we have some initiation going on. Hammers are going to be countered by Aluna. There's the charge shot. Skeleton King Net, though, and a Master of Arms. Puts down the Kuba. Master of Arms dropping really fast right here. Barely stays alive, though. Great stuns coming out. Keep it the force. A big root coming out. They turn it on a Torturer. Hammerstorm falls as well. Big save.
I feel so bad for them. That keep route though came out. I mean, I got to give credit. I'm assuming it's going to be Chessie. Riser.
Riser.
Why would I say? Oh,
Chessie's
rest in peace, Chessie.
old school.
My bad, but yeah, Riser with the perfect timing there on the keeper route, and that really did turn it around. I mean, we were all waiting for that one last auto attack on Master.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. He got rooted. He had the acid they were sitting in, and down they went.
We're gonna try again. Moonmeander gonna be gone up right here. Pharaoh is who's playing. Wretched Hag coming, has a Bat Blast, not gonna use it though. And Pharaoh will survive that. So they do get the tower kill. They all stay alive, and really good momentum swing. I mean, right as we joined the game, it was very close in gold and experience. Now you look at it, 3,000 gold, 2,100 experience lead in favor of Complexity here. So.
Right. Well, you know, they have the Hammerstorm Wretched Hag combo, but when I look at actually getting into a team fight and getting down and dirty, I do not see an easy way to sort of break Complexity's barrier. With the Pharaoh counter initiate, the mummy walls in the middle, the fight's going to make mobility really difficult. And I think it's a lot easier for Complexity to execute their game. And now that they have the early game advantage, this is going to be even amplified. It is going to be an uphill battle for BDT just from the start of this game.
Yeah. Yep, it is, and But hey, this is the third game. Obviously, they've already taken a game off Complexity.
Yeah.
And, you know, going into this event, a lot of people, including myself, really interested to see, you know, how Complexity would play. Again, it's got to be devastating for them, and they showed that. I mean, Mumia with the streams and, you know, things that they were saying. It was unfortunate. I mean, again, a chance to go to Thailand, a chance to play over there. They were really looking forward to it, just like all the other teams, of course. And, you know, they got so close, weren't able to pull through though. And here they are. Okay, there we go. Apparently,
sneak preview of Complexity taking dominating control of that early game, and wait, we're missing again.
We're loading in, but yeah, again is not actually there. Apparently, he might have actually lagged back out. So let's actually. Okay, no, I think he did join actually. I saw him at the last second, I think. I think we're good. Yep, he's there.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so that was Complexity versus VDT right there. That's game 3. Definitely keep you updated on that. But as you can see, we are now back in this game 3 here of Lion versus Afraid, the series that we started with. But yeah, it's definitely cool that we get to, you know, jump in other series there and see how those are going. Using the break time.
The Scout Nomad blind band coming out from Legion, Parasite, Wild Soul, much more conventional blind band coming out from Hell. Okay, I can't keep this.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, there was a screenshot on the forums. I don't know if it's still there, but it was of MRR. I was talking about them earlier. The Thailand team of one of their matches last night where they had a 5-man strength melee lineup. But I believe it was a remake game, or a game that they were going to be remaking, because there was a lot of there was like bands of Drunken Master and Ravener and stuff like that. So it was really random.
I could see the Pain Train under a few conditions, and that it has to involve Keeper of the Forest. And I know it's not a strength hero, but if they're running maybe a blacksmith, you know, but he's not a strength. So
nope. But again, I think it was a remake. So. But yeah, I believe that's something they're doing more. So again, I myself, and really start expecting that. By the way, you guys at home. I mean, obviously we got the North American, European region that we cover here a lot, especially with the Hunter event and everything. But really, are going to start to do our best to get more and more information on, especially how Thailand's doing, because you know that region over there is big, man. We got that event coming up with the GSL, so really just want to start getting an idea of what the competition is going to be like over there. So do our best to get information on that.
Yep.
All right, looks like the team's selected the right lineup. So we're good.
Yeah, meanwhile, we have a hell of a lineup for both teams here. A very exciting game to watch. We get to see the Shadow Blade picked out of the lock pool. We get to see Artillery picked out of the lock pool. You know, the Keeper of the Forest, Tempest, not in this game. I, for one, am always happy. I mean, I like seeing those heroes. I like seeing how team fights revolve around them, the impact they have on a game. But when we get to see something different like this, it is refreshing.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of Shadowblade, I talked about this. He is using the new skin.
Yes!
And shout out to Dangerous Dan. Hopefully you're feeling better. I know he's actually tuning in, by the way. He's the one that actually told me about the skin and showed it to me, and it is pretty badass, the different forms that he has as a result of the skin. So
first morning I woke up, I saw that. I didn't even have to think about it. I'm like, take my money. That's
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
All 5 going up here to the top lane. See on the mini-map, not going to really run into anyone, except the courier maybe.
Now, last time I saw it, Super KJE played Shadowblade. I did like that he got the 1 point of Soul Sight early on, but it was a bit controversial. He wound up having an impact that game. It was a little bit of a rough early mid-game, though.
Yeah.
He rushed straight home the Black Legion and chose to level up Soul Sight. I wasn't psyched about his style of early game Shadowblade play. I liked how he played it as the game went on, but I'm gonna have to see how it turns out for him this game, because I'll get a more chance to analyze the laning and seeing how he makes it work this game. And you know, he's going bottom lane, right?
I think so. Yeah, he definitely is.
Of course. So
like,
with the ring of protection, the Guardian ring, definitely.
Yeah, Flensmeister and Hag going middle. That means, and they are manning up. Glacius, Hammerstorm, Andromeda. So it is going to be the trialing up here.
Yeah, going to be very difficult for them to kill Rally. I expect to see some lane adjustment coming out.
Rally is
well,
good at staying alive, of course.
Both teams manning up. Maybe Master of Arms might actually rotate towards middle here. Yeah, he is. He is.
And we are going to see that Master of Arms Artillery lane as a result of this. At least right now it looks like. So again, we saw the power of that last game. That was ridiculous what Team Afraid was able to pull off there. And whoa, right off the bat, Wretched Hag taking the LRM damage on top of the charge shot, and she is forced to blink, taking some good damage. So
that is so mean. Yeah, the LRM just puts out a really surprising amount of damage, and you know, maybe not going to have the same impact here against the solo hero, but Wretched Hag's farm is definitely going to be shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, real quickly, definitely head over to, I forgot to mention, I mean, Beef is streaming the other series, or the Complexity versus VDT series, so if you are interested in that one, Cold, or Complexity HoN, I believe it is, on Twitch, so definitely head over there and check it out, so. Anyways, middle lane, we do have some roam coming on. Andromeda and Glacius setting that up. You see Master of Arms and Artillery kind of positioning themselves, though. And then maybe expecting that. Of course, the Ward of Sight spotting them. So, yeah, they have every idea that this was coming in right here. And they are going to be fine as a result. Good for them. But what is Lions ultimately going to do here? Maybe send the Glacius bottom, it looks like. Yeah, send the bottom for the Shadow Blade. You see the Shadow Blade form right there. That's pretty cool.
Well, smart ward placement coming out there from Sunder, very perceptive. Sort of having a one-up on what they were trying to accomplish here in the early game. Ring of the Teacher is finished by Shadow Blade, and you know what? Leveling up the Soul Sight in a situation like this where he's going against 2 definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Now with Glacius coming over, but Glacius will be level 1, obviously, for the time being. So definitely somewhat under-leveled here. And maybe Deadwood and F4 can take advantage of that, but they too are also only level 2, really, so not a whole lot to come out of them, but Artillery, I assume his numbers are looking good here in the middle lane. Yes, they are. 12 and 5 compared to a 3 and 1 Wretched Hag, so definitely having the much better time there.
What is that, a beholder? Like, what does he turn into when he goes into Soul Sight? It's just like a giant eyeball, man. That's
pretty bad. Like, they're completely different form. They're a lot more noticeable than the regular Shadow Blade. Is what I like about it.
Yeah, no, really cool.
Yeah, I know that the red one, the Gargantuan Blast, it's this big ass dude, and I forget what the W does. Anyways, they are going to go on Deadwood right here. There's the Soul Siphon, and we're putting the range auto attacks. Yes, the final auto attack from Glacius gets the Bloodlust kill here in favor of Lion Esports Club. So again, they're playing the Deadwood, just simply getting chased down there.
Speaking of Thailand, there's our lovely announcer pack as well.
Yep.
Gracing all of our games lately. Yeah, Shadowblade, man, he's getting a decent early start, man. For him to go up against the dual lane, leveling up that Soul Sight gave him pretty easy last hits. He's maintaining the mana, able to spam it as much as he needs.
Yep. Good for him, and this actually has really turned into a trial lane down here. So that's how Lions decides to make the adjustment fully. Deadwood making his way all the way to the top lane, and Rally says, I'm going to respond to that. He's going to come bottom here. Nymphora is still here for now, but you do see them making their kind of some adjustments coming out here from the Hellborn side.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's going to leave it at level 2. He leveled it to level 4 last game. I'm curious if he's going to leave it at level 2 here and start leveling up one of his other spells. He chose to level up his Faint Siphon, actually, instead of the Gargantuan Blast last time as well. The Gargantuan Blast, the armor could come in handy against Deadwood, against Master of Arms, and getting up in there, but I would probably expect him to see him do the same build this game where he maxes out Soul Sight, then goes Faint Siphon. He didn't really ever get to use the Faint Siphon effectively when he maxed it out, though, last time.
Yeah.
Early on. But he does, when he does level it up, he can actually cast it on himself, and then ultimate himself to get that extra agility counting towards his stats.
So, Glacius is going to pour a lot of adjustments happening here, man. Between the two teams. Glacius not going back up to the top lane to meet up with this Hammer Storm here, and so does Andromeda, actually.
Yeah.
So
that's a mean lane. Deadwood has to be careful. He's going to get caught off guard right now, man. He's going down. Ooh, Hammer Storm, what are you doing?
Didn't stun. Falls back in time. Now they're going to go off to the side, maybe catching him for. He is trying to do the stack here, but good job by Andromeda. COK goes into the camp. Make sure that the stack doesn't go off right there. Well played on his part. But
I mean, he had the steam boots. I could have gotten Saw for sure. I mean, he'd have plenty of mana. Not really sure. Yeah, strange.
Oh, Shadow Blade. This obviously leaves him in a solo situation down here now, once again, and this is a true 1 versus 1. Him versus Rally, both level 5. Yeah. He is level 3 Soul Sight here, so.
Right.
Answer your question.
Yeah. Well, very easy last hits for him.
How's Artillery doing? 32 and 14 now. He is definitely having a better time here in the middle lane. Again, using the LRM effectively.
I'm pretty sure on top of it, the bonus damage you get from Soul Sight does work towards denies.
Yeah.
We'll see. So far dominating in this matchup, though. He's starting off with 30 CS versus the Rally 13.
And Move needs to be a little bit careful here. Master of Arms coming in. Here we go. Compel from Rally, maybe? Yes, he gets barely in range. There's the Goo put down the charge shot right on top. And Shadowblade taking a lot of damage as a result, using that Gargantuan Blast, though. And he will ultimately survive, so turning into that big red Hulk, basically. And he does stay alive. Very close right there, though.
Yeah, it's like a silverback gorilla, man. You see that thing moving across. A little bit of S2 Games action going on, I guess.
Living.
The ward is down now in middle. They're trying to rotate for another gank here onto the artillery, who has a double damage rune. Maybe going to be a little bit overconfident. He's walking right into them.
He does have the artillery barrage to use, remember, as well. If he positions that, he's going to use it right there. Avoids that back blast, turns around with the other arm. What a play by Sholem coming out. Sealkid will fall. Glacius will live. Put the reaction right there. It's beautiful setup by Sholem.
Yeah, that was that. He dodged the bat blast too.
Yep.
He just dodged everything right there. I think there was a small window where they really could have just sort of jumped on it right there. He walked up right there. I'm not sure if they had full vision though when he went to go eat a tree. I mean, we could see. I'm not sure if he had vision, if they had vision of the artillery during that brief moment. But
that's true.
Damn, extremely well played by him, and that's gotta feel good, man.
Yeah, that was very impressive play. Again, he knows what he's doing with this hero. That's clear and evident the times we've seen him, especially last game, now this game. And it really is fun to see this. These new kind of heroes, kind of like Shadowblade for the matter. Speaking of him at the bottom lane, going to use the Gargantuan Blast, a Seismic Slam, trying to line it up. No, just too far away. He waited a little bit too long. The stun didn't last long enough. And Super KGE will survive in the end. So, again, the gank setup attempt between MOA and Rally, unsuccessful down there at the bottom lane.
Did he like opt to put an auto attack instead of ulti?
Yeah,
I mean, what?
He did.
Come on, Penny.
He missed it. There was definitely a chance there. Master of Arms protecting the invis. He is going to pick it up, actually. Artillery was nearby. Doesn't have a bottle, though. So that will just be definitely the correct move there. Just allowing him to get it up. And there's the Energizer finished, actually, on Artillery. It's a little bit different here.
Yeah, just more adaptive based on the game, based on where he's laning, and sort of how they're going to have to adapt as a team. I like it. I talked before, I really like the Energizer build on Artillery, and clearly he feels this is a good game for it.
Yeah. Yep, finishing it there. Again, a good Ghost Marchers on top of that. Top lane, saying the top word. Hammerstorm is coming back in. Glacius not really nearby, though, so I thought they might have set up a kill attempt right there. Not going to do so, however. Level 4 Soul Sight is leveled up here by Shadowblade, so he does max that out officially first. Result of his build. He did use the ultimate for the strength, of course, so helping him make it a little bit tankier here.
Yeah, all breaky.
What's up?
Oh, what was I gonna? I just had some funny thing to comment on, and now, oh, look at the hero damage.
Hero damage.
Right now, look at Artillery and Shadowblade. There's.
Oh wow. Yeah, Shadowblade's out there, but speaking of artillery, it takes out Flensmeister. Using the artillery barrage to do so, actually. I didn't catch that action, unfortunately, but...
I caught the LRM just sort of gunning him down in the end. I'm assuming he just got down to mid-range health from the auto attacks. Comboed the rocket barrage. Meanwhile...
Up there, center getting picked off. Rotten Grasp gonna miss, and now Hammerstorm is in chase. 5 seconds on the cooldown. Falcon Punch turn around, though. Andromeda joining the party, however. There comes Rally, though, and down goes Hammerstorm as a result, using that Seismic Slam on top of it. The mana going to be given to Deadwood right there. Glacius trying to run, dodging the Rotten Grasp again, but the long story, he will end up falling right here. Most likely, maybe to neutrals, though. He's going to try to kill. Yes, well played by Handskin. Very smart move, making the best of a bad situation there.
Yeah,
and getting killed by the neutrals.
Sure, Seismic Slam missed again.
Did it? I thought it did.
I thought that the compel hit, but I thought Seismic Slam missed. I'll check later, but yeah.
Flensmeister did get the kill there on center, by the way. He was trying to counter ward in the meantime. And he gets picked off as a result.
Well, that blast being used, clean, one and done.
You see Artillery roaming to the bottom lane, runs into Shadowblade right here, uses the Soul Sight right away. Going to put some pressure on Artillery, but he should be more than fine in the end. Of course, with the Energizer is out of mana currently. And again, that's a different. We're kind of seeing that. Last game he went the Sustainer and a Nullstone early on, and that helped his mana pool. But this game will struggle a little bit because of the build.
Yeah, and he just got done killing Wretched Hag. He is still going for the Nullstone build. Meanwhile, Shadowblade, he is choosing to level up his Gargantuan Blast this game. I do like it.
Okay. Yeah, I can become more tanky there. Runs in a rally again. Have to use it. You'll be fine. God, yeah, that's pretty cool to look at. Yeah, it's like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, it actually attacks by kicking, I guess.
Speed, yeah.
It's a little strange.
Uh-oh, in trouble again. There we go, Seismic Slam. Yes, it is going to connect this time. There's a Gargantuan Blast, and I believe it will be enough for Shadow. I mean, you just see the power of that ability right there. It just helps keep him alive, so.
Yeah, at level 4 does a 35% speed movement slow for 4 seconds. But actually take a second to look at the amount of bonus attributes. It gives you 8 armor.
Jeez, yeah.
That's a ton. 4 magic armor. If you just have Mystic Vestments on you, that's basically like you have a Shaman's Headdress. On top of 12 strength. I mean, it's obscene.
It really is ridiculous how many things it does.
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking at that. That and the Faint Siphon do a lot.
Yeah,
as well.
Gargantuan Blast in particular just makes you so damn tanky.
Jeez.
And he's going for that
makes you tanky.
early Helm of the Black Legion as well. That, and combined with a max Gargantuan Blast, he should be pretty damn close to unkillable at the start of these fights.
Yeah. Now, at the same time, Artillery is having that dominating game once again when it comes to his farm. Now up to 386 gold per minute. Bottom lane, they're trying to set up a gank here on his Shadowblade. In comes a Rotten Grasp. Deadwood was there the whole time. And Shadowblade will not be able to get off the Gargantuan Blast this time. So, well coordinated right there. Deadwood was hiding in the trees that whole time. Now here comes a Tower Dive. Artillery Barrage will hit Glacius. The Yellow Ram right on top. You just see Glacius melting away. And down he falls as Rally gets in there. But I think that Jolem did all the damage there. So,
yeah.
Huge blows.
Full life Glacius 625. Yeah, that was awesome. He is really confident with that hero, though, man. You can just tell in every move he makes with it. It's just very precise.
Yeah.
The Hellborn
Got
takes
an awesome
down
game
a
3
Legion
here. They take out the
tower.
bottom tower. Top lane in the meantime, speaking of tower diving, they go on a Master of Arms there. Hammerstorm, Hag, and Andromeda, it looks like. So, they're able to take on him. Andromeda is still level 3, by the way. Ouch. He is really under-leveled there.
Getting her level 4 on right now.
Okay, just hit that.
Well, it's actually the Mandromeda this game.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, still Hammerstorm doing well, and I'm curious to see. I like Hammerstorm on the team with Shadowblade because I like taking that strength for him a lot. In a game like this, I wouldn't be surprised to see him do it as it moves on. We saw last time he did go strength at one point, but he favored the intelligence in the late game. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Yeah, where does that build? You mentioned the Helm of the Black Legion. It looks like it's going to be the first, but where he goes.
Yeah, I in particular would still just go agility or strength. Even, well, first off, it gives you more armor, which is never a bad thing against this team. But just the extra attack speed usually compensates for whatever bonus intelligence damage you get from intelligence form anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, it does go back to, you know, you have a Hammerstorm on your team who, depending on his farm, and well, Wretched Hag for that matter as well. Hammerstorm is definitely doing the better. 363 gold per minute. You know, so maybe you can expect his main attribute being strength in this case to be higher, and you kind of wonder maybe that's going to help Shadowblade lend towards that as well.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see. And then Deadwood's pretty good against high strength as well, but I mean, I don't know. That's not necessarily a reason not to go it. It's
yeah.
Yeah. Helm of the Black Legion is finished. Portal Key is finished as well. I shouldn't say Helm of the Black Legion's finished. It is 50 gold off, but I mean, come on.
Yeah. Just about there.
What did Wretched Hag just grab right now?
I don't know. She's sitting on the grave like, yeah, I didn't actually see what it was that she purchased. Was it the Arcana? No, she's 250 GPM. I don't think it was.
Think so. Yeah, Artillery getting pretty close to his Nullstone already. Despite a very active early game, so going the Energizer, I mean, look, 430 gold per minute. Versus the 240 Hag. So
Deadwood jumping in right here. Wretched Hag is going to be spotted out. The Rotten Crest connects, and Wretched Hag will fall. Andromeda ported out, said see you later. But great job by Deadwood also realizing which one was the real one, as they were all right next to each other. So very good job collapsing on him. Glacius, in the meantime, he's once again getting caught. The Artillery Barrage right on top. He could have waited a little bit longer maybe. Didn't want to risk it, though. And just using that short cooldown. Well, not short, but shorter cooldown. Only 90 seconds at this level, so.
Oh, did that get buffed recently as well? The cooldown, wasn't it 120 before? I mean, I'm not sure, but I think it might have been.
Sure. I don't remember. I know the LRM was pretty much the focus.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was changed.
Yeah, another cool thing about LRM, it does take out those siege units as well, being physical.
Mm-hmm. Destroys them, so.
Everyone's sort of evolving towards the late game together. We see Shadowblade, Hammerstorm, and Wretched Hag sort of all on pace with each other in terms of levels. Kind of funny to note that Wretched Hag is actually the one that's lagging behind.
Yeah. Yeah. He was one in the middle lane, of course. Had a lot of it. It was in a kind of a 2 versus 1, but even while we won against artillery, it can be very difficult. So.
Oh, for sure.
Some trouble there. Shadowblade and Hammerstorm. They're going to maybe collapse here at the bottom. Hammerstorm, of course, with that portal key is Rally in trouble. I believe he might be. Soulsight going to be right there. Maybe just try to draw him out, if anything. And N4 is going to TP in, though. I'm guessing with Deadwood. Yeah, Deadwood's here. There goes a Falcon Punch on a Shadowblade. In comes the Rotten Grass. You see the Gargantuan Blast coming out. Rally with the Seismic Slam. It does connect. The Zeal Stone on top of that. The Fork Lightning coming out. Shadowblade is so tanky, but not tanky enough in the end. And they finally pick up the kill onto him. Great coordination coming out from Team Afraid.
Well, it's a shame they didn't have a tower there or something for people to get there, because you saw right there how much damage he was able to absorb. I mean, he took the Deadwood ulti, he took the Rotten Grass. Oh,
yeah,
nice
top lane.
kill.
Artillery gets killed, but at what cost right here? Wretched Hag going to help turn this, though. Andromeda coming in with the Aurora, but that's how it'll end. So, yeah, at least they did get a counter kill onto Artillery at top.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the Seismic Slam, we saw the Deadwood Willowmaker, we saw, the supports cast their abilities, and still he was holding on while taking all those auto attacks.
Yeah.
Didn't even have vestments, too, for all that. Not that it would have made that big of a difference, but just not able to get any sort of return support.
See, Hammerstorm not going to restrain in the tower much longer. He portal keys away before he gets jumped. Has another 1,500 gold saved up, so Krepson is doing a fairly decent job here. 340 gold per minute now. Obviously, despite that death on Artillery, you're talking about has that Nullstone finished. And his GPM upwards of 440 himself. Deadwood at 350, so that Soul's Bulwark in the works, obviously. And he is level 11 on top of that, by the way, so.
I will say, Nullstones are very frustrating to deal with Shadowblade. It's nice to be able to sort of feint siphon the enemy carry, steal some of their damage, use it against them, and in a game like this, it's hard for him to get up close and personal. He's going to have to rely a lot more on his soul sight form in these fights.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I was thinking about that, with the agility form, we were talking about that, how Artillery here, he could definitely start building, those agility items, especially in being that focus, but, yeah, you're right, with his positioning and that Nullstone, very difficult for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Hot streak.
Ooh, middle lane. There's a pick onto Andromeda. Only level 5 still. Not that the level 6 wouldn't matter there, but that's obviously Deadwood for you. As I said, hitting level 11 too. So he is going to be taking advantage of these squishies, which is really that Glacius and especially the Andromeda here. On the Legion side. Sacrificial Stone finished on Flensmeister, so at least Tag, building up the armor route here.
Yeah, they just don't have much momentum going for them. Right now, it seems like Afraid, with that Artillery, is firing on all cylinders. It just feels to be like a major comfort zone for this team. They've been putting out so much work with it in their recent matches with it.
Artillery just sitting in the front line saying, come at me, as he has his team backing him up, of course. But maybe just throw the bunker down here. Nope, he's just going to LR on the creep wave first, actually. Clean it up very quickly, and now here comes the tower damage, so... Legion team trying to find an initiation opportunity. Shadowblade is at the bottom lane. He doesn't have a TP, of course, so he can definitely join his team if need be. But for now, going to continue to farm down there. He's off to the side. Is he using the TP just yet? Nope. Maybe just trying to keep them guessing here, if anything, as to where actually he is.
Oh. This is look. Wow.
She is taking a lot of damage there just from the LRM alone. Tower's close tonight. No, it is going to be taken out by Jolem. The Artillery barrage is away. Glacius is going to be caught with the Steel Stun. He will. No, he barely survives. The LRM will finish him off, though, doing so much damage. The Fork Lightning comes out. Seismic Slam, not going to be used right there. He is trying to use it, trying to get the positioning. Rotten Grass comes out. There's the kill on a Wretched Hag as a Deadwood Falcon Punch is used. Hammerstorm now, he's on the run. Shadowblade is still bottom, by the way. His TP canceled?
Is it too hot for
Okay,
you?
he tried the TP, apparently.
Yeah, or maybe just figured it wasn't worth it at that point. We were already losing the fight.
The Legion takes down a Hellborn tower.
I don't know, man. No one is slowing down here for Afraid. I mean, they're just 500 GPM now on Artillery. There's really no shining star coming out for Lion.
Hellborn takes down a Legion tower.
That was big.
Yeah.
I mean, just the LRM, man. I mean, the creep clearance one thing, but it was just going left and right in that team fight right there, and it was clearly just doing so much damage through several heroes there in that fight. But yeah, pretty questionable with Shadowblade not porting in, honestly.
Well, I feel like they thought they just weren't going to win that fight at that point, and they were just trying to get out. I thought if they were going to have a chance of turning this game around, it might be at that tower right now. But look at Artillery's farm again, man. He's already just 1,600 gold off of a Savage Maze.
Yeah.
Well, report coming out with the Deadwood.
Yep, there they go, right on top of Shadowblade. Can he actually get far enough? No, he can't. The Falcon Punch comes on. Immediate TPs, but he falls. Can they at least get a response out of this? The port in from Wretched Hag. Heimerstorm, of course, here as well. Nymphora is going to be picked off. Deadwood won't be able to TP either. Oh, no, actually, Nymphora does TP out, so Deadwood may end up getting caught. But at least Nymphora survives. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Rally finishes off Andromeda. So they even get another kill out of it right there, so...
Yeah, the distraction being run. We always talk about that. Whenever there's a gank going on one side of the map, it feels like people just feel like they're safe or compromise their positioning. So yeah, nice counter pick off and
going for the kill now on a Rally. Nope, gonna compel though. Master of Arms also joining the party in case they want to turn it. No, not gonna happen though. MOA is really running up here. Rally is not the most life, so need to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, he can always push the Master of Arms if he wants to, but just no other follow up. We do see Artillery sort of shaping up. He's taking the enemy team's woods right here. Be funny to see him stack their jungle and kill it. It's he could do it right now, probably.
What did he purchase, by the way? You said he purchased the.
Yeah, he got the Slayer and he got the Warhammer.
Oh, geez. So he's gonna be faster than the last game. I think it was around 26 minutes, 27 minutes. He's gonna be even faster this game.
Well, what was it?
I want to say it was, yeah.
I was feeling like 22. It might have been, yeah. And he had the Energizer this game. Either way, he is farmed out of his mind.
Yeah. It's 5-1 and 3. They've still been pushing some decent towers here.
Oh.
Arcana was picked up by Shadowblade, by the way.
Here, take a look at these Ancients.
Which? Oh, the Helmet side.
This is Savage Mace. That is. It's not only the damage, it's the slow, man. They'll just get kited, too. And
he doesn't take any damage. Makes it easy. This hero, again, he's no doubt. He's proving, Joel Malone is proving that this hero is someone to reckon with, for sure.
Yeah, Joelman, he's the drafter, and I like the kind of lineups he's putting him into. I feel like he's found a really good way to use them, and is really comfortable running him in all sorts of setups.
Shadowblade going the Hellfire route.
Yeah.
The Arcana purchase.
Saw that last time as well. I just felt like with their team, they wanted a team that would sort of start the pain train and the snowball effect early on, give them a little bit of room and work from there. And when you're sitting this far behind, it's just the turnaround, man. When you're looking at Savage Mace and Artillery, it's not something that's so easy.
They're roaming towards the bottom. Shadowblade is here, kind of. There's a little bit of a spread going on. Master of Arms finds him, though. Shadowblade taking a lot of damage. That Falcon Punch. Oh, the swamp coming out from Andromeda, however, will save Shadowblade initially. He goes in the Soul Side form, trying to put out the damage. Glacius does get picked off. Rotten Grass hitting Wretched Hag right there. She is able to blink away. Right now, Glacius is the only one dead, as Hag going to get blinked on. No, the Seismic Slap does connect. Wretched Hag will fall. Rowley's going to fall in the process, but right now a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Team Afraid. Hammerstorm being chased out. Rotten Grass connects. Artillery's in the front grounds, by the way, just doing damage right here. Looks like the Shadowblade going to use like Gargantuan Blast. The LRM just too much, though. Level 16 Artillery. Hat-trick coming out right there, as Flensmeister now just falling back into the base. He bought back, of course, but they're going to lose this bottom tower here. We have some enormous bleeds busting out. 600 plus gold per minute now, all of a sudden, by Artillery, too.
Yeah, and they're going to keep going. I got to give credit to Penny that fight. He died in the end, but how he positioned himself, how he kept going, he got the last second compel off, really allowed his team to get that follow-up.
So Lion Esports Club, again, this is game 3, of course, here in the round of 16. This is it, but I say it for the series. Obviously, you lose or win here, you're still playing. Loser's bracket is the following round if you lose here. Winner's round of 8, of course, the next round for the winner. But Lion Esports Club, I don't know if they've actually gone, if they've lost in the first round, honestly. I would have to check back on that to confirm, but I don't know if they've lost in the first round before.
Yeah, well, either way, 2,400 more gold already. Okay, he's gonna have. He can build it. right now if he wants to, that Frost brand.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Or the Ice brand, yeah.
Ice brand, yeah. He's got the Mighty Blade. It is flying out to him. I don't know. Maybe just gonna wait and see with that one.
Maybe it actually will be a Shrunken Head this time.
Maybe.
I mean, they definitely have the damage output they showing, so just a just in case measure perhaps, but
Or just the buyback. I don't know. But either way, he's doing very, very well for himself. Level 3 artillery barrage up as well.
Nymphora's is level 11, so she has 2 TPs now to take with her, or well, 2 people that she can take with her with the TP. They find that.
Oh, yeah.
case.
Well, that's the thing. Not only do they have the golden experience advantage, they also have the Nymphora on their side. Just artificially controlling, not artificially, but even when they're not warping, I mean, they have to always keep them.
Rally going ballsy there. He's going to be frozen, though, but here comes Deadwood. Andromeda's going to get gone on the Falcon Punch used down. He goes artillery in the background, though. Artillery is being bursted. He'll use the artillery barrage, though. Get away. The double damage unit right there. He's going to go pick it up, and back into the fight he goes. He's like, okay, now I'm ready to fight. Wretched Hag blinking away, runs right into Deadwood, though. The other M coming out, doing so much damage as expected. Wretched Hag falls. Lion Esports Club is down to 1 player in the Shadow Blade. I mean, they went all in right there on that. On that artillery, yeah, the Nymphora port. He is going to go the other direction. It doesn't matter, though. Devil would find him. There's Gargantuan's Blast, trying to become a little bit more tanky. It don't matter, though. A genocide, basically, coming out for Team Afraid. I don't think Lions can hang in there that much longer, honestly.
Yeah, very rough game. And we saw, you know, Shadowblade was sort of a troll lock that they're able to run very well. And I think the hero is a little bit underrated, but Artillery is a hero that Afraid likes to run. I mean, it's a top tier pick for their team, you know?
Yep, he is. And we got to see also the example, too. If he gets gone on, that artillery barrage, how powerful of a tool that can be for the escape presence right there. If it wasn't for that ability, he was dead.
Well, yeah, he summoned 3 heroes there as well.
On top of that,
just,
yeah.
Yeah.
Turnaround. Sets up is huge, so.
And picked up a double damage rune.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, now I'll just go grab this and.
Oh my lord, the creep wave is.
He's going to be calm as done. There's a hammer storm on top, actually. He's being locked down. Team of the Master's Call. There's the artillery barrage again, though, coming out. And once again, they're turning around here from the Hellborn team. Calatius falls. Shadowblade off to the side in Soulside form, but he is just on the run. Melee Rax falls. Ranged Rax going down right here. Again, Lion Esports Club, understand they want to try to have any hope of coming back here. Don't want to drop to the losers bracket, but Team Afraid playing very well and deserving a win here. And I got to assume, again, just kind of very close now to picking up that victory. And moving on to the round of 8, pending some miracle, honestly, from Lion.
Yeah, I mean, I like what they did with this draft. I like when they picked Deadwood Rally right off the bat in response to the Glacius pick. I like how they set up their lanes. And YOLO, man, he's playing the artillery like a boss.
688 GPM. This is getting up there with one of the best we've had on HoN Tour so far. I mean, again, we've casted a lot of matches here with HoN Tour, and I don't remember many that were over 700, if any, honestly. I don't know if there has been one for HoN Tour, at least.
Yeah.
And we casted, so. This hero, just the farm is there for him. All across the board, too. I mean, even his supporting cast. So you got a Demonic Breastplate on Deadwood, another 1400 gold. The support Master of Arms here has done his job. He's got an Energizer himself. The Tablet and Astrolabe on Nymphora. Everything is just looking so good right now for Team Afraid. Now, Rowley's going to be frozen right here. Again, Lion going in. Nice Shrunken Head from Artillery, though, right off the bat. Reacted to Hammerstorm. And you just see him melt shortly after the Falcon Punch used. They also catch Wretched Hag. Lion Esports Club, yet again, just spreading out as a team, just porting back to base where they can. Ay.
Looking pretty suffer. There's no way. I mean, let's be honest. It's this is one of the biggest leads we've ever seen by 30 minutes.
Domination.
LRM gets another kill. Boom.
Oh,
beautiful.
Champion of
Double tap. Nope, not a hat trick.
Patrick.
Yes.
I'm without 700 GPM. I'm without words, man. He is tearing it up.
A Legion barracks gets
That's
destroyed.
it. GG well played.
Piece of interesting news too, Breaky.
What's up?
Turns out QSQ lost their series to Team Excellent.
Wow, and that was shaping out to play the winner of this, I believe. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's going to be QSQ versus Lions in the losers bracket, the loser of which will be going down to gold. One of these two teams is going to gold division for the final cycle of HoN Tour.
You're right. Holy crap! Either Q Squad or Lions. That's so true. Wow.
Huge that is. That is.
That's very big, and I'll tell you why. The standings. We talked about that as always going to these cycles. Both of those teams right now, I think Q Squad's fourth. Yeah, Q Squad's fourth. Lion is fifth. They're on the verge of that third place spot, and also, looking for a top seed going into perhaps that 4 through 11 tournament.
Yeah.
Whichever team loses there are going to get minimal points as a result of that 13th through 16th place finish here in the cycle 7, and then they'll play gold their final cycle. I mean, that is a huge deal. That really is. So good note to bring up there. I mean,
You know what hero carried the game both times for Team Excellent?
oh, what's that?
Arachna.
Really? Running the
Yeah,
Iraq there.
just absolutely tore it up in both the games that they winded up winning.
Another carry hero that's definitely been making her presence lately.
Yeah.
On the competitive scene. Her and Artillery are really shaping up, and again, it's always so fun to see that these teams just coming about and bringing in heroes, and before you know it, they're becoming routine heroes. That's just how it works. So
Thanks, Cheese. I'll win.
yeah, Heimer's starting the trends. Complexity versus Vietnamese Dream or VDT. They are still in game number 3, I believe. Again, you can head over to the Complexity HoN stream to check out that match casted by Beef. With that said, we're going to be wrapping up our coverage for right now. But again, we'll be back with the round of 8 matchup in about probably about a half an hour from now. Are we going to keep on the stream, do we think? I think we can. Yeah, we are going to keep on the stream. Okay. So we'll keep the stream on, so you can definitely stay tuned here. Again, or just head over to the Complexity Cast stream to check out that match, see how that one finishes up. But about a half an hour from now, we'll be coming back at you with the round of 8. Again, there's plenty of good matchups here in the round of 8, and can't wait to get to that point. So, Emperor, you excited for that?
I am.
Yeah.
Just we talked about at the start. This is going to be one hell of an interesting HoN Tour cycle.
It definitely had that vibe. It really did. Obviously Cycle 6, a new champion other than Trademark. Stay Green did win it all. Complexity had that very strong finish themselves. Trademark finishing 3rd overall. TT Esports with their situation, picking up Tralfamador. There's a lot of storylines going into the Cycle 7, and clearly we are getting some interesting results here. So.
Well, really quick, too, one thing that's really interesting to note about it, too, is it really does show how HoN Tour has sort of forced teams to evolve and grow, and how there's so much more competition now, I feel, than at the start of the tournament to begin with.
Yep, 100% agree. And hell, Fang, who the hell are these guys? Fantastic Foreign Gombos. They took a game off of TDM.
Imagine the hype, man. Imagine that hype.
Yeah.
But, all right.
That's crazy. Anyways, we got to get out of here again. Head over to the Complexity HoN stream. Check out the finishing of that series. I know I'll be interested myself. Half an hour break. We'll be back, though, with the round of 8 matchup. So, ladies and gentlemen, tune back in then. We'll see you. Continuing coverage coming up here on HoNcast.